Day 5, Session 2 here at the 2026 Australian Open, and we have got the clash between Michelle Barker and Lee Grundy of Queensland up against Naomi Brennan and Leona Laidlaw of the Northern Territory and New South Wales. Very much looking forward to this. Val Febo is my name, and alongside me is the one and only, the tallest staff member at Bowls Australia. He's a big boy and we love him, Troy Corber. Welcome to you, my friend.
Good afternoon, Val, and good afternoon to everyone out there in Bowls land.
Yes, certainly looking forward to this contest, and we've had to change directions, we've had to update cameras, we've had to put plastic bags on cameras, and we've had to make sure that everything is all okay. So we've got the skips here. I will let you know who they are. The bowl of Naomi there. Naomi Brennan is the desert style aerodynamic.
Got the NT colours.
Yes, she certainly does. And then her mum, Lee, is using the blue Optimus. She is the skip. And then in the other team, we've got Michelle Barker leading for Lee Grundy. And Michelle has got the blue XGs, and Lee with the sort of purple speckle fruit tingly colours. They are aerodynamics.
Fruit tingly, I like that.
Yep. I always get a bit of a tingle.
Giving me the fruit tingles.
Yep. Nothing wrong with some fruit tingles. They are delicious.
So for pretty much the first time this week, players are playing on slightly slower greens. We've had a bit of rain overnight and then a bit of a downpour this morning. If anyone caught this morning's coverage, you would have been across all of that. Having said that, I mean, the greens are still running so well. We're probably looking at them still being a touch over 14 seconds, around that 14-second mark. So magnificently prepared by the team here at Broadbeach. Radar looks okay. There is a little bit of stuff out to sea that's coming in, but it seems to be changing direction a little. So
let's hope.
We should hopefully be okay for this game, I think.
Because, Troy, I'm sick of the rain already. We never get the AO. We never get it at the AO. So I've grown accustomed to a certain style of living.
Well, you've been lucky. I can remember playing in an AO years ago and playing a section at Tugan and hearing my feet squelch as I took every step. I had so much water in my shoes.
And that's a lot of water for your size 15 feet.
Yeah, they became water skis.
Flippers. So still a lot of real estate here for both teams, and looking forward to... Sorry, Troy.
No, I was just going to say we've got to be careful of these blue bowls. We've got opposition with...
very similar colour.
Similar colour, but that's okay. We'll get there. We'll get used to it.
So in this morning's section, we'll have a look and let you know what the results were here. The women's pairs sectional, section 46 is what we are looking at right now. And this morning, the results have not been updated, so that's very, very helpful. So we'll get those to you very shortly, but we'll get a scoreboard going once Connor is just having a look at the cameras and just making sure that we're all sorted. We did have a lot to get done in between the rounds, just in terms of logistics and moving directions and putting plastic bags on our cameras just so they don't get too wet. The inventive people that we are.
Well, the mother-daughter combo are holding 2 here at the moment, potentially 3. I think just the 2 at 9 o'clock. And our players, not everyone totally experienced with dealing with a live stream. Just getting in the way of the cameras. We'll give them some leeway early and then give them a gentle reminder when it's appropriate. But that's going to be a counter. So Brennan and Laidlaw here, holding 3. Big bowl here from Lee Grundy. What can she do? She's going to drift wide and high, so it's going to be at least 3, I would have thought. Yeah, it's just between 3 o'clock and 10 o'clock.
That is a 3. Brilliant start by Naomi Brennan and Leona Laidlaw. 3-0 after 1. So first end goes the way of the NT and New South Wales combination. Naomi playing from the Northern Territory. Leona Laidlaw playing out of the Sussex Inlet RSL.
Yeah, Michelle and Leah, members at Jindalee, the Jaguars or Jaguars. What is it? Is it the Americans go with Jaguars, don't they?
They say Jaguar.
Jaguar.
It's a Jaguar.
It's a Jaguar. I agree.
Americans, yeah, I'm not sure. They do some things all right, but sometimes when it comes to the English language, I'm not sure. Comment from the Hunter MG. We are working on a scoreboard. We did just say off the top we had a few logistical things that we had to move in terms of getting ourselves ready and sorting out this weather, because it has just absolutely turned on us. We started in sun this morning. We had an absolute epic contest this morning between Sarah Childs and Rachel Woofenden up against Emma Boyd and Kelly McCarrahan. We had rain, we had sun, we had a bit of everything, and in the end, 2 threes to Sarah and Rachel have dethroned Emma and Kelly, who led from the 5th to the 17th or to the 16th end. And the Canadian Com Games team, well, they've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that's a big boil over. This is what happens at the Australian Open. That's why our game is so great. Reputations mean nothing. It's all about how well you play that game you're in. Well done to the ladies that knocked them over there. Very well done. So Naomi's found the weight really early here, which is a great sign for her. And this will be another one roughly in the area. So good job.
Jindalee Jaguars. I've seen a lot of good club logos over the last couple of days. We saw Mark Poynton from the Pottsville Pelicans, and that Pelican was jacked. He was ripped. He had biceps for days.
They were probably in the enhanced games rather than the Musgrave Hill Pelicans that are authentic Olympians.
James Magnuson, Pottsville, and Ariane Titmus Musgraves. Good old jacked Pelican, eh? So, here is Leona Laidlaw.
It's going to get another one in the count.
I must say, she didn't want to be called Leona. She does want to be called Lee.
We've got Lee as the other skip.
Yep, and I did forget that, so it's Lily.
Lily.
Yep.
Lily Laidlaw.
I like that.
Say that 10 times quick. Don't, Val, please.
I was about to try. All right.
Well, the pressure's mounting here. They've got 4 at the moment. The mother-daughter combo.
It's looking very ominous.
There is the good part here for Lee is there is still plenty of room. Access to the head. She's in the area this time. And she gets the jack. What a shot. Lee Grundy. Come on down. Oh, my apologies. That was Lee. So bear with me, people. I'll have a couple of tablets and improve. Still getting used to these bowls. That one finds the port. So in actual fact, they've gone from 4 up to only being 1 up. So fortunately for Laidlaw.
Good old Laidlaw.
Can't believe I've called that. That's
don't worry.
what a fluff up. Forgive me, people.
I called a bowl last week. I couldn't see where the jack was, and I've called the wrong bowl. I'm like, oh, he's close. Oh, hang on. No, the jack's about 2 metres behind.
I will do better, people, I promise. Here's Lee. She's in the area again. She's got the jack this time.
That is superb.
Wow. If you don't mind. I think that was 2. Yep, 2 indicated.
Brilliantly done. So they're on the board. And as Bruce McAvaney would say, is it Grundy? It is. I don't know why I brought that match back up in my head, because that was not one that I was rather fond of.
So it goes to show you how quickly an end can turn. The Brennan Laidlaw combination holding 4. And Laidlaw came through and unfortunately trailed the jack back to make it only 1. And then with the last bowl, Lee Grundy, the super trail to the back of the green to make 2. It's a huge swing around in that end.
So we will have a different camera angle for you shortly. Connor's just making sure that they're all fixed, so bear with us.
Just getting a bit of drizzle here at the moment. Nothing that's going to stop play. It's very still now. Hardly a breath of wind, which is, if you're familiar with Broadbeach, we're right next to the ocean, so pretty rare that there isn't a bit of breeze up. We've got some umbrellas coming out on the green.
Yep.
So tough conditions for the players in this one.
As the rain does start to bucket down. Oh no, poor Connor. He's telling me that I can switch the cameras, which is good. Try and get that one in there. There we go. A bit closer for the ladies and gentlemen at home. It's been a bit of a wild start to this one. Hopefully this is the last little bit of rain that we get. It's coming in thick and fast. Hopefully doesn't get too much heavier than this. Not been really the most enjoyable conditions to stream in, but we are still here. We are still working.
I'd describe it as a heavy drizzle at the moment.
Yep. So, do you prefer the MCG or do you prefer Marvel? That's the big question. Hopefully Connor doesn't get too wet. My shoes are fairly flat, and walking at the entrance of the Broadbeach Bowls Club out the front, where the desk is, their tiles are very, very slippery. And when your shoes are wet, I did not realise how easy that would be to go down. Twice I went tile surfing.
Yeah, especially all our players in bowl shoes that are already a bit smooth.
Well, exactly.
Going to be very careful. Yeah, poor old Connor. He hasn't been well either, so
no,
he's got to keep dry.
Yep.
And that's a good rock there from Naomi.
So as we cross over on this third end, we played at 18 ends in 2 hours and 15 minutes. We started on time despite going off briefly in the last session. There are a few teams that decided to stay on in the heavy downpour, but at the moment it's all running pretty smoothly, which is good. They're troopers, our bowlers.
Yes, well, it's some players aren't necessarily faux pas with the conditions of play. They are actually required to stay out on the green until they're called in. But
well, if the greens are pooling and there's lightning, then we obviously do have to come in, which we have seen at the Bowls Premier League before. Not the pooling, but the lightning. And then at the Nationals, we've seen significant pooling at both Broadbeach and at Club Tweed before.
Lee Grundy so far has shown that she's not scared to be up and give a bowl a chance. Which in one way is good, but they're going to need to hone in because the Northern Territory, New South Wales combination are just that little bit more consistent at the start of this game. So the Jaguars will need to be careful.
In 3-bowl pairs, we've seen that the lead battle is so important. Skips game, of course, yes, or the skips are very important, but the leads, they kind of coined a good tool, said he heard of a good phrase. The leads win your games, the skips by how much, determined by how much.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Leading in 3-bowl pairs, you want 2 on, 1 behind. Ideally, 2 in the head and one behind the head. And your skip will be a very happy person for the day. So, Lee, with her last bowl, can she find a port? She's found an avenue.
Oh, yes.
Wow. She's pulled out 2 bombs with the last bowl, the last 2 ends.
It is Grundy.
Laidlaw. Here we go. What's she got?
You did that well.
We're going to have a little chat with Michelle just about where she's standing. I won't do that while she's about to bowl.
So, kicked out very quickly.
I believe it was just the one there.
So we're going to be tied at 3-all. After 3 ends, 3-3-3. One beyond the Richie Benno.
Michael Holding special, that one. Tree on tree.
So, 3-all. This one teetering along pretty nicely. 15 ends to go. Of course, we've seen some really solid results already. I'll get this camera sorted. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
So we've really stretched this one out. The Jaguars have really stretched it out. What a female Jaguars called?
No, I'll Google it.
There might be a lioness like in the cat family, but I really do not know.
It is called female. Ignore me. Hang on. I googled female jaguar name, and then it says, "Oh, here are some names you can call female jaguars." Well, because I'm clearly going to get one as a pet. Clearly.
Well, both ladies have done a good job here to adjust to the length of this end. We're basically ditch to ditch, and they've both nailed the weight. Can they hone in the line?
Do you want to know what they're called?
Sure.
Female jaguars.
They don't have
a name.
Oh.
Apparently most cats don't have a specific name,
Right.
unlike lions or tiger.
How interesting.
Tigress.
How interesting. Well, there you go.
So we bring you all the hard-hitting stuff here on Rinkside Live.
Well, as long as someone's come away knowing something they didn't know before, Val.
Yep.
What I know is that Naomi's really getting this weight. She just needs to bring that radar in a little on the line, and that'd be partly adjusting that the greens have been running so well here at Broadbeach. All of the players have had to take good grass, but it's just slowed up that fraction.
And it will be slow for the entire session. May quicken up in the afternoon, depending on what rain hits us, but...
Yeah, that heavy drizzle we had for that 5-10 minutes, it's probably pulled it back to about 13 and a half now.
Still probably quicker than what we're going to be playing on in the World Champs next year at Leamington Spa.
I would say so. So once again, Naomi Brennan will give her team the advantage on the changeover. She's leading up well. She's looking after Mum.
From the Sussex Inlet RSL Bowling Club. There's bits of orange and blue and yellow on the shirt. Leah Laidlaw going to try and get their scoreboard ticking over again. They scored a 3 in the first end. They've dropped a 2 and a 1. Naomi Brennan playing out of the Darwin Bowling Club. I believe that is where the one and only Colleen Orr plies her trade. Of course, the Orrs, wherever there is a bowls event, you'll find them.
They're just awesome.
Love it. It's like the Three Amigos. Have you seen that?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Wherever there is injustice, we'll be there. And it's kind of like the Oars. Whenever there is bowling, you'll find us. Wherever there's an event, we'll be there. And they are. It's great to see the support they have as Connor Munnings sits down and joins us at the desk. Connor, welcome to you. How are you? Are you dry? Are you thawed out?
Thanks, Val. Yeah, I was fixing the cameras. It's a quick turnaround between games. There's a few other things we had to get done, and we got them done. But we got it done.
Do you need my Nana rug, Connor? I'm concerned about you. You haven't been well. I want to keep you warm. Let me know if you need my Nana rug.
I'm okay at the moment, thanks, Troy.
Well, look at this. She's got the jack on a string coming this way.
She does.
Lee Grundy. Is it going to fall over for her?
No, so it's still one down.
Yeah.
But...
Whoa. Did it just fall?
Yeah.
It's now become a toucher.
Yeah, it is. So are they both touching, or... I would still probably favour one to Naomi. Well played, Lee Grundy. What can Lee Laidlaw do? One down.
3 seconds is the call.
Good positive call from Michelle Barker. Good match awareness. Lee's shown so far she's not scared to give a bowl a chance either.
Yep, she's gone to wait.
She'll need a bit of a wiki-woo special here.
Might have worked.
Well, she's got contact, but I think she still might be one down. Yep.
She needed that 5th wick.
So true.
Tammy Ballard watching on, one of the club support managers at Bowls Australia. I can't see the jack. We need a drone view. Come on, Tammy. Don't be like that.
Can see it now that Lee sprung it out. Still having a good hard look at this. Michelle's going to pull the measure out.
Christian Cave watching on, or Christine Cave, not Christian. How am I going? Lovely to see the names of the commentary team on screen. Some of us don't always recognise the voices or first names. Great to have your company, Christine, as we see the team of Naomi and Leona back on the board, and Lee back on the board. 4 shots to 3. That's after 4 ends so far. Of course, we did explain who was on the commentary yesterday at one point, and said it was Valfebo Rachel Roger. And the person said, "Oh, thanks, Val and Dave." So that's why we
Dave.
Rachel.
That's a new name for Rach.
Yep.
Dave. I like it.
We had it on screen for the first game.
Yeah. Someone called me Turbo the other day.
Turbo.
I have no idea where they got Turbo from. I'm not that fast.
Well, if the name sticks, you might have to go and see Walter there at Aero for a set of Turbo Pros.
Well, maybe I will.
So probably for the first time in the game, Naomi's just gone through a bit with the first bowl. Her weight's been excellent, so this is an opportunity now for Michelle.
Which just shows how well Lee Grundy has been skipping, because Naomi's leading has been really good, and the fact that Lee's been able to cut it down a couple of times has been very impressive.
Val's nearly soaked me in hand sanitizer out here. Anyway, we'll battle on.
Oh, was that what that was? Was that why you did that?
Yes.
Oh, how did I get you with hand sanitizer?
Oh, I think
when I shut the lid?
You were a bit aggressive with the press, I think.
Oh.
That's okay. Bit of hand sanitizer didn't hurt anyone. So a bit of a rough old start to this one. Can Naomi hone in with this last bowl? This is the one good thing about 3-bowl pairs is you do get that third bowl. You hear so many people in 4s and think, oh, would have liked another bowl.
Yep.
Well, there's no excuses in 3-bowl pairs because you do get that next bowl.
You can find that Goldilocks bowl as well. In 4s, it's kind of, you can nail your line, then you can nail your weight, and you miss your line, and then the third.
Just right.
Yep. You would like to be able to do it. So let's see what we can find.
Still a good 6-foot radius here for Michelle. Good for her confidence to get one in here on the jack. Looks better.
Yeah, much better. I'm sure you gentlemen would have talked about it, but just the change in the greens from the first and second game. Sorry, I've just been running around and haven't listened to comms, but yeah, it'd be difficult to adjust to.
Yeah. In particular, I was talking about the grass line because they've really had to trust the green and throw it out up until now, whereas now it has tightened up quite significantly. So well done, Michelle Barker. Her best one of the day, and in a nice spot there for her skip. We'll see what Lee can do. Drizzle's coming back here. Bowls will be hard to keep hold of.
Rain still, that heavy drizzle that Troy was talking about. Keeping this green nice and moist. And it's making it a lot slower. It's becoming more than a heavy drizzle.
Is it going to bend enough? It is. Wow. Super trail. 3 down. Now for the Jaguars. 1 down to 3 up. What a bowl from Laidlaw. Now the pressure right on Lee Grundy here. Not a lot of room. Less than a foot.
Lee Grundy makes her way down the rink. It's a bit quick, but she's got 2 in a really good spot. Hard to get to. Just see the at the bottom of Naomi's jumper there. You've got that awesome pattern that the Darwin Bowling Club wear.
Best top in Australia, in my opinion.
Pretty good.
Wow. Connor, big call.
It's really nice.
Let's have a closer look at it later. Well, that's another counter.
And it just puts one back as well. So that's looking really decent for this Brennan Laidlaw combination. Leah Laidlaw has done well. What can Lee Grundy reply with? I tell you what, she is so close here. Lee Grundy wants to get around the front, won't. Might have cut it down, though.
Might have cut one out, Val.
1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. So they're scoring quite heavily. Another foot of weight, and she was okay there, I reckon.
Yeah, scoring like a T20 at the moment.
Yep. So it is a 3. It's the margin 7 shots to 3 in favour of Naomi Brennan and Leah Laidlaw. Enjoying a fruitful start to this contest. They are at 7 shots to 3. 4 is the diff. Having a look at the matches from this morning. This is section 46. And the matches have been updated. And these two suffered different fates. Michelle Barker and Lee Grundy winning by 1. 14-13 over Kathy McBrien and Penelope Butler of Victoria. Naomi McCall and Heather McCall were able to defeat Naomi Brennan and Leah Laidlaw 24-14.
All right, so it's day over for the loser here.
Yep.
Must win.
Well, especially with the next best qualifiers, you're going to have to score heavily because
It's only 4, isn't it?
second and third are at plus 34.
Yeah, okay.
So to even jump above that is really difficult. So I'll go through and have a look at what those totals actually are.
Great start. Get some jack with it. Good start, Naomi Brennan. That's good from Michelle. She hasn't dropped the first one short. Worst thing, 3-bowl pairs. Short bowls, they are wasted bowls. So she's up. That's good.
And how insane is this, Troy? So Beck Lord and Florence Whitten, they're second in the... I'm trying to get the actual
In the
totals
next
for you.
best, you
In
mean?
the next
Yep.
best. And then Lara Butler, Christina Van Nierop, they're second as well. So they're also plus 34, but minus 6% on what Beck and Whitten are. But so Butler and Chrissy scored the exact same for and against as the team that went 3 and zip in their section.
Yep.
But lost their opening match by 2 shots.
Yep, it happens. So they'll be anxiously watching proceedings today.
You've already been instructed by Chrissy to keep her updated.
So well done, Naomi there. Gets another good one in the head. So a good 2. Probably holding 3, but it's probably just a good 2. So 3 round the back for Michelle Barker. We've seen Lee Grundy. She's not scared to play up to the jack. It's where the danger is at the moment for mother and daughter. I need to try and slip one round the back there somewhere. Well, yep, that's a really good spot. That's a great bowl. Counts and behind. Could not have put it there better. Well, we've had the warning bells ring on a few ends for the Barker-Grundy combination, but they've somehow found a way to get out of it. The warning bells are starting up again here on this end. Just needs to be careful here. Laidlaw. Whoa, whooshka.
So I've I think I've written off. We'll talk about the next best after this end, but I may have actually written off a team
Look out.
in the wrap last night.
Same hole for Lee Grundy.
I'll just go and edit that quickly.
If this hangs around, it could count. I think it counts. Could be anywhere from 3 to 5 shots at the moment. Huge bowl here for Lee Grundy. She's not far away. Well, she's taken a lot of the pain out, Val.
Yeah, needed that. Absolutely needed that. Wait for the measure. But they will forge ahead. And after this, we'll give you an update.
So just the one shot indicated.
So it's 8 shots to 3. 5 the difference, and we'll give you an update on what the next bests are doing at the moment. Bit of an upset. Tyson Wilson and Colin Litfin have lost to Peter Hudson, not the Peter Hudson, and Nathan Savino in their first match. So that's an interesting one. Colin a finalist here in 2021. So the next best qualifiers, that's in the men's pairs, of course, which is kicked off today. The women's pairs next best qualifiers. The current top 4 after yesterday. In 4th place, plus 28, 180% score, or the percentage of score. Baker and Bloomfield, the 2022 winners. And I've written them off. I actually put in the wrap last night that they were out because I thought I saw someone above them. I didn't. Or maybe I thought I did, but I definitely didn't. So they still remain with the faintest of hopes. Christina Van Nierop and Lara Butler, plus 34, 197%. Beck Lord, Florence Witten, plus 34, 203%. And then I would say that Jackie McWhinney and Megan Grantham at plus 44 shots up, I think they would be okay. Because in 16 sections, I would even say that Lara and Chrissy are probably safe.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where things lay after this second round.
But Baker and Bloomfield, with Emma Boyd and Kelly McCarrahan losing their first match, that may make things fairly tricky. Believe that Kelly and Emma are 10-3 ahead.
Naomi Brennan bowling beautifully here. Easily best bowler on the green at the moment. Really consistent, keeping her bowls round about that jack. Playing really well at the moment. Lee Grundy just needs to let us have a look as well. So Naomi, can she make it 3 from 3 here? Mine's pretty good.
Well, she has enjoyed a lovely morning, hasn't she?
It's a good set.
Afternoon, I should say. We're at nearly 12:30 local time. 6 ends played, 8-3.
I wondered why I was getting hungry. Why didn't I have lunch before this commentary stint? It's a bit silly, wasn't it?
11:40 is a bit early for lunch, though. It's kind of.
Oh, wow. Just gets the outside of the bowl. Good effort from Michelle Barker. But again, Lee Grundy's going to be the wheelbarrow kid here. She's got the job ahead of her.
Yep, 100%. So Lee Laidlaw. Like the green Drake's Pride shoes that she's got on. Don't mind them.
A good thing here for Lee Grundy, she's got a few to sit on here. She's shown that she's willing to make sure she's to the head, even when on the draw. So she takes a good line. She's got some good chances here. Hello, Michelle. Oh, dear.
Let's wait. Lee Laidlaw.
She's had a chance to really put the opposition under pressure here, but she's just failed with these two. So still nice and open here for Lee Grundy. Needs it to hold on. Easy does it, Lee. Well, I think that'll count. Very close to it.
Lee Grundy needs to alleviate some of this pressure. Really needs to. Trying to keep a lookout as well. We've got Kelly McErahan and Emma Boyd on this screen again, so we'll keep you updated possibly on what they're doing, as well as Sarah Childs and Rachel Woofenden, because that was a really big match in terms of the context of the women's pairs and the day, because if McErahan and Boyd go out, that is huge. Two taken out here already. I dare say that this is going to be at least three, Troy.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely three. It's a measure for that fourth one at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock versus 7 o'clock. It's going to be 4, I think. So that is a big 4.
That is massive. Troy, you just don't want things to slip out of hand. It was 3-all. They've won 4 ends on the bounce here, and things are starting to look fairly ugly for Barker and Grundy.
Basically at the halfway point, so if they're going to go, now is the time. And it'll need to start with Michelle Barker. She just needs to try and match up Naomi a bit more. Get a few in the head for Lee to work with. She'll be trying her darndest to do that, I'm sure. Had the pleasure of spending some time at Jindalee during my club support manager days, Val. They were one of my clubs that I looked after, and very resilient lot there on a floodplain.
How good.
And they took me through their emergency evacuation process of what they do when there's potential flood coming, and they're so well organised. The board of management have done a wonderful job at that club to be as prepared as they can. All of their fridges and cooking equipment are all on wheels. They've got a storage locker that's not far from the club, so as soon as there's word that there's flooding coming, it's all hands on deck to get everything out of the club, get it to a higher level.
That's awesome. I love that level of organisation within a club as well, because they realise how important they are to the community.
Yeah, they do a great job at Jindalee.
And and just how important it is to be that hub, be organised.
Do a lot with their local schools as well, Jindalee. Got some great cash tournaments. I know they've got one coming up in October, which will no doubt attract a very strong field. Good little club, Jindalee. Good thing here for Michelle, she's nailed the line, so that's important. If you're not getting the line, it's really hard to find the weight. So hopefully just starting to get a little bit more consistent with her line, that the weight will come for her. Well, Naomi just keeps on keeping on.
She's been wonderful, as Naomi Brennan. She was. I spoke to her before the match, and she said, "I'm a little annoyed now because you put the cameras right in front of our rink." She knew, I think. Can this hold? Can this stop? Not quite. But she has absolutely dazzled.
What experience levels are we looking at with the players, Val? Did you cover that off with them?
I didn't get a chance because the logistical side of things.
Yeah,
I was
no,
trying to move the cameras, and then I quickly got their bowls. So I've had a big win for the Tasmanians. Connor's fist pumping.
I did call it at the start of the tournament.
What was it?
Cody Marshall and Josh Marshall defeated Nick Carl and Carl Healy 15-12.
Don't count your chickens, though, Connor. 2 games to go. We've seen Aaron Wilson suffer a first-round defeat, but still scrape through. Another fairly big name did the same as well. Escapes me at the moment.
Oh, we did see...
Oh, what a shot here, Val.
Oh, that's nice. Lee Grundy.
Oh, honey of a howler.
Desperately needed that. Mary Speece watching on from Laguna Beach. Looking forward to one day having a BPL there.
Yeah, how good would that be? Get us some contacts, Mary. Ideally, Lee wants to try and count here but not create a target. She certainly hasn't created a target. So not a lot on here for Laidlaw. Just got Michelle covering the rink as well, so good second. Barring catastrophe, the good news for the Barker Grundy team is they are going to get the mat back. They're going to add to the scoreboard.
They desperately needed that too.
Yeah, try and change the momentum, Val.
Because we've played, this is end 8. So we're almost at the halfway point, as you said before. We're not going to add, but they're back on the board with a single. 12 shots to 4, almost at the halfway point. We've been playing just under an hour, so shouldn't be any issues with time. The green has slowed up, so it's actually, I think you're having to use more force to get the bowl to the jack.
Yep.
Which means that we start to scoot through the matches a little quicker. Remember the differences that we were seeing at the Nationals last year, gentlemen, where we were on the indoor green the outdoor matches were finishing maybe an hour to 40 minutes quicker.
Yeah.
Much to my happiness.
We had a choice about be in the rain and cold, or
I couldn't win.
or commentate a bit longer inside.
I could not win.
Bowles was the winner, Val.
Oh, it certainly wasn't me. Gazza watching from Emu Park in central Queensland. Great to have your company. Fiona Hall watching on as well.
What a legend, Fiona Hall. The Mayor of Mudgeeraba.
Yep, I call her the Queen. Mary Spees saying, look up Cambria Lawn Bowls Club or Coronado Lawn Bowls Club for a BPL to be played at. Both have fantastic artificial greens. Okay, let's have a look at those. We'll put in a request with Andrew Howie. So let's take it abroad or further than New Zealand.
We just need to find a multi-millionaire living in the area that wants to fund it.
Well, we'll go find some penthouses and I will do some nick-knocking.
Great first bowl from Michelle Barker. That'll give her confidence the world of good. And she's followed it up with another good one here. Well done, Michelle. Tips of me hat from Lee Grundy. So probably for the first time in the game now, Brennan under a little bit of pressure. Drops her first one short. That one is fair, but goes through. Still two.
And like a public service announcement for those out there. I am sad, not because I've been wet all morning, but Nogga has lost his first match, Troy. And for those who were listening during the Nationals, we fell in love with Nogga and his antics on the rink. And Chris Norris from Tasmania with, I think it's his son, Connor Cameron? Nephew. They've gone down to Gary Cotter and Merv Brown, 17-14. So, sad. That's a nice one from Naomi.
Wowzers.
Trails are through.
Well, it's a draw for the skips here. Plenty of room on the open hand.
MVP from this one so far, Troy, are you going with Naomi?
Oh, easily. Yep. Most consistent on the green easily.
She has owned the first half of this matchup. Lawn Bowls live streaming 3211 high from Wales. Good to have your company. Nogga. Whatever will we do? We should have the AO down in Dover. He'd win.
BPL at Dover. You might lose your job though. Nogga might do the announcing of a night time, mate.
I'll jump on the TV broadcast.
Actually, we have Nogga as the halftime entertainment in between matches.
That
Come out and do a routine of some sort. Rhythmic gymnastics or with a ribbon or a ball. Get him some spandex.
He'd love it, I reckon.
All right, so Lee Grundy through the head, so lots of room here for Laidlaw. What can she do? And it's a beauty. Look at this honing in.
Oh, perfect. Just not going to have the way for Lee.
Just been unusual for her. She hasn't been frightened to give a bowl a chance today, Lee Grundy.
It's on a good track as well.
It was.
It might force her to change for the next one.
How's this one looking? It's not going to get there.
So it's potentially 3 here at the moment.
I think you're right, Troy.
Yeah, I think. And that makes the decision really hard. There's a lot of traffic at the front. If you choose to run and your bowl goes out of the head, you still 3 down. Do you try and draw a good second?
It might be what she's trying to do. She's giving it a hoik, that's for sure. And a rock in to one at the front.
Didn't need that.
It was actually pretty close if it missed.
Yeah.
She was on the money. And that is a 3, so they negate the single that they conceded in the last end. And Troy Corber at the halfway point.
Oh, we've got 1 to go.
We do too.
Don't count your chickens.
Lily might draw another here.
This could be a 4th. Sorry.
That's okay.
Got excited. And not quite.
As you were, Val.
Yep. Don't interrupt me, boys. Even if I'm wildly incorrect.
Having a look at this third one.
Nah, surely. I'm calling it a 3.
Do I tell you you're wrong again, Val?
Was it? She had 3.
Pretty sure it's just the 2.
She had... Oh, wow. There you go. Naomi was convinced that it was 3. Connor, another public service announcement.
Nah, doesn't need to be. Don't count your chickens yet. So they got still 2 rounds to go, like Troy said.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, it's still a great win. Don't get me wrong, but it's a long way to go to see if they take the section.
So I'm talking about Lee Munnings.
Oh, lethal.
Got a good win. His first match, so...
Our birthday boy from the other day.
Yep. Day before the AO started, or around then?
Oh, was it?
Oh, around then.
It was a big one too, wasn't it, Connor?
70th.
70? Really?
Yep.
Looks pretty good for 70.
Especially when you've got a son like Connor. You expect him to look a lot older, wouldn't you?
Well, someone on the stream thought I was 60 before.
He had that flinty, sick voice.
Morgan Freeman, like they said.
Oh, Morgan Freeman, like, wow.
Morgan. Have you narrated a wildlife special, Connor?
No. Didn't Morgan... he did the Netflix Dinosaurs one. I watched that recently.
Quite David Attenborough, but...
No one could be David Attenborough.
No. He's 100 too, which is ridiculous. Mark Abbott saying, come on, Lee. Sussex is cheering for you.
Well, they're doing well at the moment. Making all the running in this game. When you start getting to shots exceeding the number of ends left, that is danger, danger. Just a bit of a loose end here from Naomi compared to her high standards that she's had in this game. So big chance here. Michelle's holding to at the moment, but really needs one right on it. They're a fair way away at the moment. Track's good.
She's pretty good.
Line's good. Oh,
very good. It's just what they needed to get back into this contest.
The problem is they're 11 shots behind. Sorry, 10 shots behind. 14 to 4.
Anything could happen, as you saw in that men's singles game you had here, the last game the other day. What was that, 15?
She was a long one.
13-0.
13 zip.
13 zip.
Yeah, well, momentum's a strange beast. The one problem in pairs, though, is you have a limit. If you're playing a 21, just don't let your opponent score, and you can keep going all day. Here there isn't expiry date.
Geez, that held a long time, but it's still going to go away from the head, so here's a chance. Lee Grundy to add a fourth. Well, I think she does.
Yeah. It's a loose four, but it's a four nonetheless. A four would change the complexion of things. What can Lee Laidlaw conjure up in number 10 of 18? Been going just over an hour.
Wow.
That isn't going to affect a thing.
And that just keeps building the pressure, regardless of how much room you've got.
Put in a fifth Lee. Can she oblige? If it gets a clear run. Yep.
Well, I know there's a lot of Jaguars watching this. They'll be on the edge of their seats following this bowl.
They'll be on the prowl and ready to pounce. Can't afford to be down.
Line looks good.
Yeah, that's cut it down.
What a shot. But still an opportunity, and they almost need to take it.
Yeah,
they need to take the risk.
Go the bolt.
Play with 2 yards of weight. Sit that bowl out. Stay for 5 or 6.
Lee Grundy. This is a proper skips bowl. Going for it. It's coming, trying to get there. It won't get there. What a bowl
try.
it was.
That was a good effort.
It's good weight.
Lee Laidlaw to cut that down. And a great effort from Lee Grundy to get close. 14-5, played 10 ends.
Got to be happy at that end, though, because bit of confidence. They know that they can get a multiple.
Vince Calabrese is watching on. And he always tells us where he's watching. He's always in Leppington in Sydney. Now he's at Revesby Workers Club. He's on the move.
He gets around that, Vince.
He's a good man. He watches every single one of our streams. So welcome again, Vince. How are you, mate? You having a roll?
Should come up to the AO 1 year, Vince.
Yeah, we've got to get him up here.
Yeah, I reckon. Get him a guest spot.
Yep.
Roving reporter, I reckon. Vince, get him around the grounds.
I think so. Come up and join us, Vince. Naomi Brennan. Looking to get back into that locked-in mode.
She's just gone off the boil the last couple of ends, and that one's going to be a little bit short too, so... Oh, hats off already.
How's the hats off?
I know.
It's halfway down the green.
Lee loves it.
When you're good, you're good. When you are good, you are good.
This one seems to be just a tad wide, maybe. It's coming back now. Geez, that ripped home. Green, we haven't had rain for probably a good 15, 20 minutes, so I think the green is just drying out a tad, and it's just starting to run that little bit more. hat won't be coming off for that one.
No. Staying glued to the head. Naomi Brennan looking to find that stellar form she was in earlier. Just drifting past. Has the rain stopped for today, do you reckon?
You had a look before, Troy, and looked like it was going to be okay there. I reckon there's going to be something later. I don't think we're going to get away scot-free. But for now it's all right. Lee Grundy. Oh, pushes that one in.
Yep,
That's
that'll do.
number one. Is the comeback on?
There is some level of rain about half an hour away, maybe less, 20 minutes away. Nothing too serious, but we may or may not escape before the end of the game. Tracking well, needs to just stop. Needs to stop. Does.
I think it's good. I think it's in the count.
It's hard to tell from either the TV angle or me looking live whether it's maybe 3 or not. It's definitely 2. Laidlaw. Winkle, winkle. Well, Michelle Barker's having a good look at this now.
Trying to have a look at what's happening around the rinks as well. Believe that Emma Boyd and Kelly McCarran are up 15-5. Try and do a bit of a zoom with my camera.
So Leona doesn't need to improve too much in her last. She's got 2 to knock up now as well. Sit the bowl. I was going to say, Troy, it was nearly a shot on. You could have got rid of all 3 of their bowls and make a few, but it would have been a bowl play. Just didn't have the weight.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot to lose by sort of playing at least a bit through that head, but looks like they're at least going to get back-to-back ends here. Oh,
just
got 2 out.
Second time. Is it any more than that, though? It is just the 2, but back-to-back ends in Troy. 3 out of the last 4.
Indeed. A little mini comeback, but they're going to have to do some get amongst some multiples.
Yep.
If they're going to win this one.
14 shots to 7. Was 14-4. 10 shots the difference. could have been a lot better, Connor, as well, because that last end, Lee Laidlaw managed to cut down a 5 to 1. And that could be the telling bowl. And even though you haven't won in the end, it still could be the most perfect bowl of the match, because it could save them. So, of course, this section this morning, this is section 46, I believe.
A good way to think of it, it's 7 more shots. You got 7 ends, a shot and end. You win the game.
Yep.
Just don't lose an end.
Barker and Grundy won their first match by 1 shot this morning over Kathy McBrien and Penelope Butler. Naomi Brennan and Lee Laidlaw lost their first match to Naomi and Heather McCall by 10 shots. So they've almost cut that margin back. The margin, well, I think there was a 2 that we must have missed here, because the scorecard at the back of the rink says 14 shots to 8. Of course, we don't have paddlers here, so 14-8 is the score. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So we just had a little conference, Troy. 14-8 is the score, as we have the great Rob Wilson walking past the rink. He's no stranger to Rinkside Live. Good to see you, my friend. He's a very good man, is Rob Wilson. Formerly the coach of the Melbourne Pulse in the Bowls Premier League. Plays out of Monbulk.
She'll get another one in here.
Yeah, once again, Michelle is jumping on the jack first. I was saying, Troy, one and end is all they need. They don't even need the multiples.
Well, there we go.
And now it's starting to get very windy.
Yep.
Could we see another little storm like we saw before as we pick up some papers that go flying?
So we've had, a couple of matches in a row where where the comeback has just been insane. Naomi needs to get this. Well, that's perfect. She brings the storm, does Naomi?
Just what they needed. That'll take a little bit of the wind out of the Jaguar sails. See the Tripadil replay. Perfect combination of the right weight and the right line.
Speaking of the right line, Bowls Australia's official podcast. You can listen to that wherever you get your podcast from. It's an alright show.
Look at that. Anyone think we orchestrated that, but we really didn't.
Oh, there you go. Spotify, Apple, Google. So good. Just pumping up my own tyres there, really. So 14 shots to 8. Sorry, we do apologise. The scoreboard just hasn't quite updated for us. Try and get that sorted. But 14-8 is the score.
Oh, Lee, I wish you had the weight. I got excited on the line on that, but that one might have just slipped in the arm, that one, I think. Yeah, she's just gone over to the back to compose herself there. Can she play a big one here? It's gotten blustery. It's not easy.
looking to try and turn things here again, Troy. And that bowl from Naomi Brennan is a rose between a plethora of thorns. One it is. So they're back on the board. They end that run of 2 ends in a row. 15 shots to 8. We have played 12 ends, so we're 2/3 of the way through this one, Troy.
Yes, we are on the way. So losing one, not the end of the world. Game still there for the Jaguars from Jindalee. To be honest, the wind coming up and making it a bit flukier and blusterier might help them. It tends to be when you see some more multiples. If the green conditions are a little tricky, it's pretty easy to drop an end where you don't get anything close and you drop a number. So that probably works in their favour.
That has absolutely started to become icy. Not enjoyable sitting out here at all. We need to get a commentary box built at Broadbeach.
Well, I was smart because now that I'm in charge of the commentary roster, I picked the middle game.
Yeah.
Which is the warmest part of the day.
Billy, not silly.
That's it.
Yeah, I think I'll be putting the tracksuit pants on after this one. $14 shots to 8. Oh, sorry, 15 shots to 8. Trying to look at what Emma Boyd and Kelly McCarran are doing. They're enjoying a fruitful game. I think they're 14 shots ahead. Hoping that their opponents from the first round go down. Can't quite see. There's a lot of scorecards and none of them really labelled well.
I think the issue they got, I mean, they are having a goodish win, but it's, I say only 10, but in the context of next best, given that they've already got a negative shot balance from the first game, they're really going to have to wallop it in the last game.
Well, that's the thing. You need to get to plus 28 to even have a chance.
Yeah.
And we'll know a lot more after this session what the next best qualifiers are going to do. But I think a couple of teams are going to have to do something special because Olivia Bloomfield and Paris Baker might actually find themselves through.
You can see the trousers, Lee Grundy there. You can see the wind, how it's come up. It's made it a lot more difficult for the players.
Yep, they're tricky conditions out here today. And that's what you're going to have to deal with as a bowler. There's going to be varying weather conditions, varying wind speeds, sun, cloud. They all do things to the green and the rink.
Yeah, it's a true test. As opposed to being, say, on a potter's green or something like that, where all the conditions are so consistent. Here on the outside greens, it tests every part of your being. Another little mini chance here. Grundy, could she add another one in? Oh, I'm worried about the pace. Oh,
Oh,
Oh, no.
just had a camera go down.
there we go. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't had an earthquake. Though it appears we have.
Why does everything always happen on green 4? We had a bird land on the camera last year.
We nearly got swarmed at the start of the game,
Yeah,
remember?
we got swooped. Couple of birds. Hopefully the phone and the camera are okay.
Oh, that'll be on the highlight reels.
Yeah. Camera's that enough. So that's what you can see the wind is doing here at Broadbeach. Plastic bag has saved the phone, thankfully, because it did fall on concrete.
Now, this
Here we
is going to
go.
sneak.
Lee-
Will it stop?
Laidlaw, not enough. So one down, I reckon. And this a chance to add a second, and in 13 could see the margin cut back to within one full count, Troy.
Yeah, good, positive. I've been impressed with Michelle's direction at the head. She's been very clear, positive with Lee. This is where we need you to be. I think she wanted Lee to take a bit more grass than that. It's not going to do any damage. And it will be just the one.
So it is within a full count now. It's a full count exactly. 15 shots to 9. Feel as though one end can make or break it for Michelle and Lee. Cannot wait for the end of this one because I'm going to put some pants on.
Put your big boy pants on.
Makes it sound like I'm actually commentating with nothing on at the bottom. I've got shorts on, but
He's not a newsreader, folks. It's
Yeah.
okay.
it's not that dire.
Okay.
But the tracksuit pants will be coming on, that's for sure.
So we've lost the mat here, Val. We've seen how important that has been in previous
Yeah.
matches.
Well, yeah, especially in singles.
Oh, now we've got sunshine. Just like that.
Say Melbourne's polarising with its weather conditions. Is that long enough?
Yeah. We've had a call for the umpy.
Could have a one jack in the pit, one that's too short. And umpire Michael Landish has been called.
Oh.
He's got his measure.
Couldn't get a better man to do it. What a man he is.
Because he's Tasmanian.
Yep. And he's very good at his job.
He is very good at his job.
I feel like we need a hardware store to sponsor this. It's the whatever it is
It's
measure.
the Bunnings measure. Corey Olchin, if you're listening.
Well, it's just out. Wow, good eyes. Good call from Lee Grundy. So we'll get a jack on the tee now, I would imagine.
Yep, it's the rule. The conditions of play, which you can find at australianopen.bowls.com.au.
The ladies are all over it. We'll go all the way back. You know, this mightn't actually be a bad thing for the Gingerlee girls. Complete change of length.
Yep.
Could be the making or breaking of the game right here.
So 15 to 9. 6 the difference.
Yeah, these players, they're going to Merlin, second South. The other thing is when you get
So
Aiden said, can you
Sun has slightly come out. Wind is still hitting Broadbeach with a barrage.
It's a handy start from Michelle.
Yeah. They're starting to just find it. They've won 4 of the last 6 ends. Yep. It's flipping a little bit from 14-4 now.
It's just the singles. They'll be looking to get a multiple.
Yeah.
I did say if they keep winning every end, they're okay, but that was before the other pairing picked up an end.
Well, they're still almost at 1 and over, really. What have we played? We've played 13 ends. We've got 5 to go, including this one. 1 and a bit and over.
Yeah,
like
they need one model.
Yeah.
Well, you think they're going to, they
two
might
models
drop
to
one
win.
more end, which means they will need to pick up a 2 or a 3 at some stage.
I think there's going to have to be at least a 3. I don't think a 2 is enough.
Well, there's 2 of them.
That's a start. That is icy.
Rinkside Live has been comeback live this past week.
Everyone loves a good comeback.
It's a bit opposite to what we saw last year. I swear, at the start of the competition, there wasn't many comebacks. There were a few, I don't want to say blowouts, but a few big margins. But nearly every game this Australian Open has been close or a comeback or
the last
some
game,
drama.
The last game was just ridiculous. That was one of the more bizarre matches of bowls I've seen. Sarah Charles and Rachel Woofenden. This one from Michelle Barker. Just not getting the legs. I think it's probably still going to be 3rd, but Naomi has just gone off the boil ever so slightly, and it's allowing Michelle and Lee to find their way back into this contest. Cuts it down to 2.
Full credit to Michelle Barker because she would have been feeling the pressure early in the game. She would have known that Naomi was all over it, and she was sort of, in her mind, was probably feeling like she was letting the team down, but she's kept at it. She's improved as the game's gone on, and now she's been able to apply a little bit of pressure on Naomi.
I love watching Lee battles in 3-ball pairs. So fascinating.
Interesting that Lee's chosen to go near traffic.
Yeah, he's traffic both hands. She's probably going to hand she's more comfortable with.
So is this the end? In 14 of 18. The camera has just gone absolutely cannoning over the concrete barrier.
Pity we didn't have that one up. That would have been very specky on the...
That's done a cartwheel.
Oh, goodness me.
Oh, no.
It's all happening here at Broadbeach.
All right. This Connor's coughing. It's Troy's phone's going off. Cameras are flying all over the place. What is happening here at Broadbeach? What is going on? And we might be seeing a nice little comeback as well. That's a good bowl from Lee Grundy. We're going to ditch that 45 for the rest of this one. While the wind dies down, hopefully the other one can just be weighed down a little bit. Lee Laidlaw doesn't have the journey, so is this the one, folks? Is this the end where the pressure starts to mount? This to put in a 4th for Lee Grundy. Needs to be up. Is up. And that will probably do for a quartet. And this could be the multiple that we have been saying that they so desperately need. Lee Laidlaw needs to be up and needs to be there.
Look at this, Val.
And I think she's there all right. shot of the match. 4 down, 1 up. Lee Laidlaw, you are a star.
Well, it is early, but I'm calling it now. That is the decisive shot of the match. It's the Tripadil replay for sure. Pressure bowl that would have given the Jindalee ladies a real boost to pick up a number on that end. And just like that, Lee Laidlaw's taken the wind out of their sails.
That is glorious. 4 down. They did not have one close. And Lee Laidlaw made the ultimate correction. James Cousins watching on. Hi, commentary team. James here watching from Melbourne. How good was Ryan Bester yesterday in the singles? 3 bowls within 2 feet. Yeah, he was unreal yesterday. Was Ryan Bester was off the green in 40 minutes.
The new crop of players coming through, people like Ryan often get forgotten about a little bit.
Oh, you can't forget he's a reigning singles champion, a world singles champion.
He's a man not to be underestimated. The Master Blaster himself.
See on the right hand side of your screen, the boundary pegs are even starting to sway in the wind. Naomi really struggling to just find it at the moment, and Michelle Barker has taken this lead battle in this second half of the game. Played 14 ends. We've got 4 to go, including this one. The wind is cascading through the club, and Michelle Barker is making the wind her friend. They still that multiple, if they do get it, could still come in handy. But the multiple, having you said before, they definitely need at least a 2. I think that needs to be a 3 or a 4 now, Troy.
Yeah, I think so. This looks better from Naomi. Well played.
It's a crossover. Naomi holds the shot. This has been probably the worst day in terms of, or by far, not probably, the worst day in terms of conditions that we've had here at the Broadbeach Bowls Club. We've got our next match coming up at 2:30 p.m. Final match of the day.
We're down to 5 cameras as well.
Yep. I'm looking forward to packing it in for today. Not that the bowls hasn't been great, because they've been wonderful, but it's not fun streaming in this weather. As
Grundy.
Lee,
Oh,
how on earth is that possible?
Wow.
How do you find that gap? Blixham watching from Kapiti Coast in New Zealand. Great game to watch, and the great commentary. Thank you for your kind words.
I'll be giving that similar sort of shot a crack.
Yeah.
She's got 2 at the back. She makes 3. She gets the jack. Sit the bowl. Why not?
Surely you can't do it twice.
Connor has
Said that, Connor.
put the ultimate commentator's curse on.
I'll be impressed if she doesn't do that twice.
Oh, she won't do it twice. Doesn't want to take her own out. If it stays on, it doesn't. Oh, hers stays on, so it might be the similar thing. She could trail it back for 3. They're going to need to chase shots.
Give her another whooshka, Lee. Straight up the line there. On the backhand.
Have a ping.
Jack in the pit.
I'll be looking at the backhand now.
Yeah.
Got her own on the run. Just sticking to the forehand, and she's taking a wide line. Look like she's drawing. So won't be able to see this finish, and she doesn't want to hit that in.
Oh, no. Maybe it's good that we didn't see it finish. So that is 2, and that, I think, is the decisive blow. Connor Munnings. 18 shots to 9. Was it 3? Was it? Oh, that could be even worse. I'll double check for you, but from holding a 4 and a provisional 15-13 game, just need Lee Grundy to jump out the way. It was a 3. And that is the decisive blow. 2 or 3 ends to go. They need more than 3 an end. James Cousins, best his game yesterday, took 49 minutes. That's as long as a flight from Canberra to Launceston to Melbourne. We've transferred our Melbourne weather to you, Val, where cameras do backflips. Yep, that's exactly right. Unfortunately, I know the Melbourne weather all too well. Being from there and born and bred there. But we've got other things on offer. We do nice coffee. It's about all we have at the moment.
I'm trying to think. Good music scene in Melbourne.
Yeah. Yeah, the cafe scene, restaurants are good. There's a bit going on, but we're plugging away. So back to Green 1 tomorrow, Connor, at the Broadbeach Bowls Club. Green 1, Rink 1. Hiding away in Green 4, Naomi. That's nice.
Yeah, so Michelle Barker and Lee Grundy, they're going to really have to find something.
Yep. Because even with this challenge that they've posed, it's been really impressive to see what Naomi and Lee have been able to do to combat them.
Yeah.
And Michelle, you kind of feel like maybe with these 2 bowls, the sting has been taken out of this match, and that can happen as well.
10 down, 3 ends of play.
Yeah.
Few multiples needed.
And you can't be short. But it does happen. Get a little flat. And Naomi Brennan goes bang. And of course, Robert Udy. How did I forget this? We're the sporting capital of the world. We've got everything. Except MotoGP now. Well, it's going to not cut it down. Still going to be 3 shots.
Don't have the Australian Open. The Bowls Australian Open.
I was going to say, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We don't.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got just about everything else. F1, tennis, AFL, Melbourne Storm.
Cricket.
Yeah, the Boxing Day test, of course. We've even got Marvel Stadium.
It's like Melbourne just wanted to show off and went,
Yeah.
well, let's get another one in there.
So, this is really
Yep.
pressing for Lee Grundy because they're 4 down. She needs to be up, can't afford to be down here. Naomi Brennan has just taken this lead battle back in her favour, and it's helping Lee Grundy.
Oh, she nearly wicked away in there.
Yeah.
Creates a better path.
Probably cut it down.
They won't be looking to cut it down because they do need shots.
Actually, no, she hasn't cut it down, I don't think. Yeah, and this is the thing. This could be over after this end.
Yep.
Anything, if they score, 10 shots the difference. If they score a 3, then Naomi and Lee are going to be the victors here.
Lee Grundy looking to promote her own.
Does. And
Gets a shot.
gets the shot, yes. Wow. But 1 is not enough, Connor. 1 is not enough. We
I think even just getting the map back, then they can try and get 4 and end. Well, actually, 4 and end doesn't make it either. 5 and end, they get there. But 1 left for Lee Grundy. Can she draw this and make 2?
A 2 will be something. Leighton Davies back on watching from Wales. Paul Harding saying, go Naomi. 1 more match to go. Today, that's at 2:30 p.m. Lee Grundy knocks it over and just going to be the 1. So she got the shot in the end, but needed to put in another one there. They're into double figures. 19 shots to 10, 2 ends to go.
Yeah, so 2 5s.
Yep.
Now for the victory, a 5 and a 4 for a draw.
That's tough,
Or
but not impossible.
different formulations of that.
6 and a 3.
6 and a 4, yeah.
6 and a 6. Do it in style.
Yep.
Emma Boyd and Kelly McCarran have recorded a victory. Connor is sitting down. Not sure what they won by. But Rachel Woofenden and Sarah Childs, interesting to see what's happening on their rink. Because I do believe...
I'm going to say 11-11.
Yeah, they are sitting at 11-11 after 13. So if they go down, that puts Kelly McCarran and Emma Boyd in a lovely position. Cass Millerick and Kylie Lavis ended up losing their first match last year, I believe, or second match, and still got through.
That's right. Went downstream and
Yeah.
lost, yeah.
As I think the drizzle does start to come down a little more. Is it raining, Connor?
Don't know.
Slightly, I think. And
And
Naomi.
yeah, great start. And when you're defending a big total, all you need to do, get within that metre.
Yep. Leighton Davies saying it was a big shock yesterday with Gary Kelly going out of the singles. We touched on that earlier today, Connor, and he missed out by 1 shot, but that is a humongous upset for one of the best players in the world
Well,
to be knocked out.
he won the World Bowls Series Championships.
Yep. AO Pairs winner last year. And Jennifer Symes saying it's nice to see some underdogs win, and you're right,
Yep.
it is.
Big fan of the underdog.
Yep. I think we've seen, over the last few years, I think Lara Butler winning the singles was incredible. Olivia Bloomfield, Paris Baker taking out the pairs title in 2022. Last year's fours final.
Yep.
Definitely some underdogs winning that. Team led by Thor Shannon, or skipped by Thor Shannon. Nicely done from Michelle. Takes the shot back. They need to score big. But the good thing that she's done here, Connor, her first 2 bowls have gone behind.
Yeah. Creates opportunities. Naomi just needs to make sure her bowl isn't short now. Even if she doesn't get shot and finishes behind it, takes away Lee Grundy's shot. And if it stays on, it's in a very, very good spot. It's just going to drop in. It's a huge opportunity for Lee Grundy. She can trail to Jack. Back a couple of foot. She can make 4.
Well, this is the opportunity to try and do it. 4 would be good. Anything more than that really makes them think about it. Lee Grundy on the move. Well, she's not going to trail, but she is going to stay up.
Over in the catching pen.
Leah Laidlaw can end this right now.
Sometimes it's better to do it with your last vow.
Yep. Well, the option's there, Connor.
Still on.
It is on. Hanging on by a thread.
Don't know if she sent it.
She might just dead draw it.
It's a good bowl, but
Well, I think they're holding 3, which isn't enough. I think it is 3. It looks like it. It's close.
three would mean the best result would be a draw.
Yeah. All right. So now it's a tiny little trail. That's what it's got to be.
Well, that last bowl from Leona makes it actually a bit harder to get the full count.
So are they going just for the 4 here, Connor? Well,
It was claps.
yeah, but then it rolled out. But I think it could be 4. I think this is 4. So this makes it 19-14 on a provisional scoreline. Geez, next door we've got a 28-4. My word. She's not there, Connor, I don't think. Hey, Laidlaw is not there. 1, 2, 3. Is it 4? Do we have a live final end? Call it, Connor. What do you think? I think it's 4.
I think it's 3.
All right.
Oh, actually, hold on. 4.
4 it
signal.
is.
The Billy Bowden was signal.
4 it is.
Wow. So a maximum will get them the win. A 5-4 draw.
Wow. Final end. It's live. Well, it is the comeback rink. It is the comeback rink. 19-14. 5 to play. Where's Troy Corber gone? His phone's rang and
Disappeared.
that's what he did the other day as well in the Mark Poynton
He's an important man now.
Darryl Hill game.
He's an important man now. He doesn't have time for us.
No. So we're nearly at the 2-hour mark. We'll get it done just before we hit that, we think, and then we'll Have a break until 2:30. Get some food. Trying to get a look at what's happening in the rink between.
That's a great bowl from Naomi.
So after 15 ends, Connor, Rachel Wolfenden and Sarah Childs are down, which would mean down 14-13. That would mean that Emma Boyd and Kelly McCarrahan will go ahead in their section. But still a lot of bowls still to play.
Oh, they did not want that. Now,
Nope.
Michelle Barker just falling short.
Have to be up when you're down, Connor.
And especially when it's set up like that as well. Bowl, jack eye to sit on. You've already got the back bowl there. You can play to it. It's going to be very hard to get a maximum now. And with no dead ends, they're going to have to conjure up a miracle.
Well, it's going to have to be a 5 now. I think the best hope that they've got is a tie. Unless you just sit this bowl out.
Yep, so Lee Grundy signalling. You got to move it. You got to be up. Peter Thornton, I think you mean Troy, not Connor.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Well, the jack's been moved.
It's very good.
Is it worse?
That's okay. It changes things.
Yeah.
It makes it a bit harder, but it does change things. That's what she should have been with her second one. Did go the wrong direction.
And Lee Laidlaw, she liked it. It's becoming more and more difficult. So Lee Grundy, it's up to her.
I think Lee Grundy has shot pretty much just raking underneath.
And think about it now.
Michelle's.
Think about it now, Connor. That end, did Lee Laidlaw save a 5 or a 4?
I think it's a 4 or 5, yeah.
Yep. So you add another, you take off 1 to Naomi and Lee's score. It takes them to 18. You add 4.
Yep. All square.
We're at 18 all. That was the decisive bowl, as Troy called it.
Yep. So Lee Grundy playing the right shot here. Playing a way up through the head.
No.
I mean, there's not much else she could do, really. She had to play that gap between Michelle's and Naomi's. Just had a tight line. It's going to be very difficult now.
Yeah. Well, they've given themselves a chance, and that's all I think you can do. That makes it all the more difficult. Final nail in the coffin.
Yep.
Brilliantly done. Lee Laidlaw. Double L.
And Lee Grundy just missing.
So what we think.
See if there's any other shot on. Smack that one. No. There's nothing on.
You're hoping for Hail Mary. When you're hoping for Hail Marys, it's no good.
There is nothing on.
No. So I think it's just going to be try and get as many shots as you can.
Yep.
Keep the hope alive.
Yeah, the section's still alive.
Yep. So final bowl coming up. They're up. What are they? Up at the head. I'd say that's 2, possibly 3. Connor's saying it's a 3. And make that a 4. What a way to finish it off. 1, 2, 3. The 4th being taken out. 4 it is. What a finish. Finish with a flurry. They win it 23-14. Naomi Brennan and Lee Laidlaw win their first match of the women's pairs. Brilliant performance. They take a comfortable victory in the end, and they get their shots up back to -1 after losing their first by 10. So they are right and well and truly in this going into the last match of the day. Connor Munnings, thank you very much. Been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much, Val.
We'll be back at 2:30 for our final match of the day. That's in about 45 minutes' time. Goodbye for now, and a big thank you from Troy Corber as well, who has just got up and left us.